Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another video. And well, sadly to say, just recently just heard that, well, not recently, just like because it's today. Well, yeah, that the recent passing of another good actor has now left us, sadly, and it's another actor I liked, and that is an actor of Louis Gossett Jr. Now, Louis Gossett Jr. So he just passed away today, and at the age of 87, and he's been several TV shows, lots of movies though, but for the films that I remember him watching the most, okay. First off, I'll just say right now, whether many people hate the movie though, but I liked it though for what it was, as a guilty pleasure. I know people don't like the movie because of the cheesiness of the 3D, etc. though, but he was in Jaws 3. He was the guy who owned Sealand, as Calvin Bouchard. I think that'll be the one I'll put as the thumbnail for his image when he was in Jaws 3. Yes, I like Jaws 3 for what it was. Yes, even despite the cheesy, like I said, I hate using the word cheesy, but still, it's what people don't like it though, because people don't like the 3D effects, you know. But the thing is, I like Dennis Quaid. I like Bess Armstrong. Louis Gossett Jr. I liked him in that film. And later afterwards, a couple years later, he would star another film along with Dennis Quaid, and that is an Enemy Mine, a sci-fi film that's been directed by the late director Wolfgang Petersen, who died a couple years ago. I like Enemy Mine. It was a pretty good sci-fi film. He would later star. Before Jaws 3, he starred in Officer and a Gentleman with Richard Gere, and before the Peter Benchley, before Jaws 3, also Jaws 3, but even though it's not based on Peter Benchley though, but he was starred in 1977. He will also star in the movie The Deep with Robert Shaw, Nick Nolte, Jacqueline Bassett. He was a bad guy in that movie. I know because I remember he got killed by that giant eel inside that ship, or submarine was it? Now The Deep, I thought that was a Peter Benchley film. I thought was kind of boring though. I mean, compared to Peter Benchley stuff, I mean, Jaws 3, even though like I said it's not based on Peter Benchley though, but I would say I rather like Jaws 3 than The Deep. And then afterwards, he would star in the Iron Eagle movies. It was kind of, especially in 1986, they tried to do the same thing with twin movies. A similar premise, right? Like in '86, you had Iron Eagle with Louis Gossett Jr. Then later, be the more successful movie of, well, the highest grossing movie out in 1986. That would be Top Gun from Tony Scott. We compare the two movies of Top Gun and Iron Eagle. Many people would say Top Gun, right? Which I like Top Gun. I do. But the thing is, I also like Iron Eagle more. I mean, not more. I didn't say I like Iron Eagle more than Top Gun. I didn't mean to say that, but I also like Iron Eagle more than some people give credit for, I'm trying to say. I like Iron Eagle, despite the fact trying to be the copiness of, people say tries to copy of whether before they came out with Top Gun or each other, so. But I like Iron Eagle 2 though. And the sequels, which, even they were the sequels later on, they were not much. I have to watch Iron Eagle 2 again, because did I remember not minding the sequel? Maybe it's 3 and 4, which I probably did not care for though, but maybe it's the second film I did not mind either though. So, but anyway, Iron Eagle, yeah, after those, then he was starring in The Punisher from 1989 with Dolph Lundgren, which of course my brother would not refuse to watch because he does have the skull symbol on his shirt, big freaking deal. Dolph Lundgren in The Punisher in that movie, he does what he does. He punishes the corrupt and the criminals. That's what he does. That's the whole principle of what the Punisher does. Oh, no skull symbol? No, we're not watching the movie. Stupid of him. Because he says he prefers watching the Thomas Jane movie more. I like that one though, but I'm saying just because he doesn't have a skull on it doesn't mean it's a bad. It's a bad movie because of that. So, but getting back to it, I enjoy The Punisher from 1999. He was Louis Gossett Jr. He was a detective in that who was friends with Frank Castle. You know, when he was talking to him in the cell, he's like, "What do you call of how many kills was it in the past few or so years?" And Dolph Lundgren goes, "Work in progress." And he tries to get him furious. I mean, he's like, he's grabbing Dolph Lundgren. He's like, "You let me in, you hear me? You let me in. You know, they were my family too. You let me in." Yeah. And then by the end, you know, when he's calling out Frank's name, Frank. Yeah, I enjoy The Punisher. No matter what my brother says, you know, people don't like the 89 film. I still enjoy it for what it was because like I said, that version of what Dolph Lundgren was, his character does what he does. He's a Punisher. He punishes the criminals. Doesn't matter if you have the skull symbol on there. He does what he does. He punishes the corrupt and all the gangsters. You know, especially in that one, he takes on the not only the Italian mafia, but also the Yakuza as well, you know, which I like, though, you know, stepping women's necks, or throwing knives at a woman's head, you know, which was the leader of the Yakuza. You know, even though when Dolph Lundgren has to help partner up with one of the gangster leaders, you know, which, by the way, that's Jerome Crabb, who was the bad guy in The Fugitive. So, but Louis Gossett Jr. was in that. I enjoyed the '89 Punisher movie. And then later on, so the 90s, and he didn't do much like in the 90s, you know. I know he was in that he was in the 97. He was in that movie, the Legend of the Mummy. He was in that one. I think it was made for Sci-Fi. I think it was. And then later in the 2000s, films I have not watched though, but in the 2000s, and later on, and then last year, Christmas time of last year, he starred in the remake of the color Purple. You know, it was the remake of Steven Spielberg's movie The Color Purple that originally starred Whoopi Goldberg, Danny Glover, and Oprah from 1990. It was 90 or 91. But the 2023 Louis Gossett Jr. starred in the 2023 remake of that movie. And then one of his last movies, he's movie hasn't came out yet. It doesn't come out until May 17th. It's a live action / anime movie called If. It's a live action it's a live action / animated movie that stars Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski, and Steve Carell voices one of them. While Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski, I think, do live action as real people, and Louis Gossett Jr. does one of the voices, same with Steve Carell. And then he also, as for TV shows, remember he played that character Fiddler in the TV show Roots. He was a character named Fiddler because he played a fiddler, or violin, which has starred a young LeVar Burton, later who starred as Geordi LaForge in Star Trek Next Generation, as Kuta Kente. Then John Amos later played the older version of him. But Louis Gossett Jr. He was in that show. Lots of TV shows. But Louis Gossett Jr. He was a very well known actor. He's an actor, even though I've seen all of his movies though, but I know that he's an actor that I enjoy. Oh, Toy Soldiers. He was also in Toy Soldiers as well. What was this? Toy Soldiers was it? Yeah, it starred Sean Astin. That's what it was. Sean Astin and Will Wheaton. Speaking of Star Trek, Will Wheaton from also from Star Trek Next Generation as Wesley Crusher, and Andrew Divoff. Andrew Divoff, the Wishmaster. He was in that movie in Toy Soldiers. So yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. was in that. So yeah, Toy Soldiers. I have to watch that movie again. So a lot of movies I've seen forever. I have to rewatch. But regardless, so Louis Gossett Jr., a very well-known actor. I don't know what he died from though, because he just died today. So I don't know what the cause was. But I know he won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Officer and a Gentleman. He won the Oscar for that. But one of the films I remember watching the most, he was in, like I said, Enemy of Mine, especially Jaws 3. But it's been like I said, TV shows and other movies though. But he's a very well-known actor though. And which else? Speaking of roots, which he won for outstanding lead actor for a single appearance in a drama series or comedy at the Emmy Awards for his role in Roots as well. So, but yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. like Jaws 3. What was it? It made me chuckle when they lured the shark into the pumps, right, the tanks, wherever, and he's like, telling us like, we'll suffocate the bitch, shut down the pumps. Well, listen, nephew. It's a $2 million turbine. It's a $2 million turbine. It's not gonna go up in smoke because of some damn fish. Now shut the pumps down. I don't know why how he said what is this just it's like we'll suffocate the bitch, or it's not gonna go up in smoke because of some damn fish. Yeah. I don't know why that made me chuckle though when he said that though. And then or we was given the nice calm announcement over the intercom telling the people that were in those underwater tunnels to hello everybody, this is Calvin Bouchard. May I please have your fine attention. Tell him to exit the underwater tunnels, all right? And as soon as he tells him, is the microphone off, right? It's like, is this off? Yeah. Give me some lights down here. He gets all mad when as soon as the microphone was off. And I think he was nominated for a Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor in that film. So, but whether you hate Jaws 3 or not, I know a lot of people don't like it. But like I said, for the 3D effects, especially when the shark's slowly going towards the screen to break the glass, I know that. At least Louis Gossett Jr. he survived. I mean, he grabbed the one girl that was in the control room, grabbed her, and he got out of there with her. So, at least he lived. But he got died from a giant eel in the deep though. I remember that's the only thing I remember the most from the deep was when either Nick Nolte got too close to that one hole that's in the wall and that's sunken, was it a ship or a submarine, and all of a sudden that giant eel just goes. So towards the end, Nick Nolte knows where that place is, so he tries to push Louis Gossett Jr. right in front of that hole. Then the giant moray eel goes and grabs and bites him in his head, crunching it. That's the only thing I remember from Peter Benchley's The Deep, because otherwise it was a boring movie. Because I think there was treasure in there, and Louis Gossett Jr. and his guys wanted it, so that's why they went in there. So, but yeah, I like Louis Gossett Jr. as an actor, even though I've not seen everything he's done in though. But the ones I remember the films and stuff I remember the most though, I enjoy him, and even if it was like films like Jaws 3 though. But Enemy Mine I liked. Whether an Iron Eagle, Toy Soldiers, or Officer and a Gentleman, among other stuff too. So, although I've not seen The Color Purple, I have no interest in seeing the remake of that. If I do, I'd just rather watch the original Steven Spielberg film, because I enjoy Danny Glover, Whoopi Goldberg. I'm not really big on Oprah though, but even back then when she hosted her show, Oprah. But I can watch it because I enjoy Danny Glover the most, you know. But and I like Whoopi Goldberg too, whether it be in Ghost or Sister Act, you know. But yeah, rest in peace to Louis Gossett Jr. You know, another good actor, Oscar-winning actor. Age of 87. Sadly, he's now left us. Will be missed. So, rest in peace, Louis Gossett Jr. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next videos, and we'll see you next time. Later.